Hey everyone, Scooby-Doo here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be covering items that have to do with the Millennium Falcon. Now you know I like to do modifications and repaints, and a few years back I did the Legacy Collection Millennium Falcon, and I also did the 3D Deco Death Star paint modifications. And so today I decided to marry the two together in kind of like a love child. We have the 3D Deco Millennium Falcon. How you like how that worked out? So I picked this up on eBay the other day. I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep it in the Empire room, but it was just calling out to me to at least try to work on it, and it looked like it would be a fun project. So anyway, so I picked this up on eBay for around 20 bucks. And if you're not familiar with 3D Deco, they make a lot of wall lighting for Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, just normal stuff, Avengers. I used to have that Iron Man helmet on my wall a long time ago. And they come with like a crack sticker that you put on your wall as well. Alright, so we got this out of the box. So this is what you get. Now, I don't know what kind of batteries it takes, but we will be putting those in later. So here's the Millennium Falcon. I believe it's about 14 inches. And it's actually a pretty decent, except for the bottom there, it's a pretty decent looking kind of model piece. Doesn't really look all that great just like this, but we are going to be black washing it and doing some dry painting and detailing some of this stuff out. And then here's the crack sticker, even though this isn't a crack sticker. They're kind of like flames, I guess. And we're also going to be working on this actually on the wall to make it look more three-dimensional. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos regarding the 3D Deco lighting, I will leave them down below. So we're going to go ahead and get started on this. This is really going to be as I'm looking at this, going to be a really simple project to do. And hopefully it's going to come out really good. Now that I look more at this model, it's pretty bland. But we'll see what we can do with it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera just for a second. I'm going to get some of my weathering stuff out, and then we will go ahead and start on this. Alright, so I think we're ready. For the weathering, I'm using black tempera paint just because I have a bunch of it. And then I put it into a little bowl here, and I mix it with water to water it down. You can actually just use black wash that you can pick up at your hobby store. People use shoe polish. You can experiment with different things. And then all you're going to do is just going to start putting it on. I also put down this, put down a towel. Just make sure it doesn't get messy. So all I'm going to do is get in here and wipe it all around. See how hard this is? This is really difficult to do. Now I'm not even sure how this is going to look on the wall yet. I mean, I'm doing this project as is. I haven't practiced with this or anything. So I'm not even sure on some of this black wash how much is going to be seen, because I'm not sure like at what angle that this is going to be at on the wall, but we're just going to do all of it anyways. All right, that looks good. Oh, I forgot paper towels. There we go, we're all done. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lot of this off, and hopefully a lot of the black is going to get into the crevices. Although there isn't a lot of crevices on this model, so that's the only thing I worried about. It's kind of flat. Also, what I do is I mess around with the consistency of my black wash with the temper paint, so I might add some more if it's too watery. And I'll go and do this a few times until I get the desired look. Because I can wipe it all off. If I wanted to, I can wipe all this off and start over again if I wanted to. That's why I generally don't film everything when I do these projects, because sometimes I'll look at it and then I'll go, all right, that looks good, I'm done. Or I'll look at it and go, no, I want to do it again. Excuse me. So I'm definitely going to be going through this a couple times. I'm really using just pennies worth of this tempera paint, so it's not that big a deal. Pennies! It's from one of my other videos. Pennies! It's just pennies. And I'll just keep doing this until I'm happy with it. And then once it all dries, I'm going to go back in and then we're going to start doing that dry painting, which is everybody's favorite. That's when I turn it into Bob Ross and start putting my geez, must be my allergies. I start putting on my happy little strokes of paint. But this can't be any more simpler than just to do this. And again, like I said, with the tempera paint, I could literally go put this in the sink and run some water over it and take all of it off and restart again. The only thing I haven't really thought of yet is how I'm going to do the bottom, because the bottom, there is no texture to it at all. Also, if you notice over there, this out of the way. See those boxes right over there? I'm going to be doing a FET video. I think probably next week or mid next week when I have some more time. That one I actually have the new Hot Toys Empire Strikes Back FET. I also have the newer Hot Toys Animated Series FET. I also have the Sideshow Prototype and the Sideshow Return of the Jedi. So we're going to do 4 reviews into one. In fact, that Empire one's not even out yet. I mean, it's out in, I think, China. But I don't even think Sideshow is selling them yet. So I got hooked up with somebody and they sent it to me. So kudos to that person. All right. So here we go. You can see kind of how the tempera paint worked. Again, it's really cheap. I think they actually just use this in schools. This is just really easy. It doesn't really stain. You know, if you got it on your clothes, I think you can wash it out. It's really nice paint to work with. And again, it's really cheap. I could probably make gallons of it if I mix it with as much water as I used. So there we go. I hope that's coming out. I hope that looks better. I might even, what I'm going to do is, I think what I'm going to do, and again, I'm doing this video I'm just doing it. I don't know how this is going to turn out. This could have turned out like garbage. After I do the dry white painting, because I think I want to detail some of this stuff, even though there's not a lot of detail there. I think once I get it all done, I think I'm going to coat this with a clear coat, but like a matte finish. Okay, this one's just a little too shiny for me. You can kind of see how it kind of shines. It's kind of a little bit too shiny for me. I think I want to dull it up a little bit. So I think I'm going to use a flat matte finish on that in the end. And since we're doing the black wash, let's just go ahead and see about the bottom. Kind of bummer they didn't put any details here in the bottom. Guess if we just do this, it'll give it some details, and like I said, I'll do that dry white painting and some other stuff too. Again, done. Pat it dry. You can wipe it off if you want. I can just wipe it off. I can just wipe it all off if I want. That's how simple this is. If it was hard, I wouldn't do it. You kidding me? I don't like doing things that are hard. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera now. I think I've wasted enough time showing you the black washing. So we'll just kind of... Yeah, I guess that's going to look okay. I'm going to put some other stuff in there. Whoops, hit the camera. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to finish this up and then we'll come back and do the dry painting on it. Okay, so now on to our next section, which is going to be some white dry painting. As you can see here, the black wash. I let that dry. Also too, I was working on the wall and the crack sticker. You can see here where I have this white stuff. This is just spackle that I get at the 99-cent store. And I put some of this on there just to see if it would stick and how hard it would get. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that there or not. You will see when we do go to the wall. You'll see how I did use this stuff. Also too, I used some styrofoam. These are to look like asteroids or rocks. This is part of the Alderaan asteroid belt that I made about a year ago. I had some extra pieces left over, so I decided to add some white paint so it would kind of match the wall. And we're going to add those as well. Now this styrofoam here, it's actually kind of a material like this. I just save packing material and styrofoam and different things. This makes a really good texture for rocks. Same with the box that this came in. I saved this piece of plastic because I might use it in the future. I always just save a bunch of different stuff. So on to the dry painting. You know, we just spray some spray paint on the cardboard and then we use a brush. And then I channel Bob Ross, and then we go in here and do some dry painting. Make sure most of the paint's off. And what we're going to do, we're just going to go over the corners. Let me get some more paint. Again, when you do the spray paint, do it outside. I didn't right there, but I only used a little bit. And what we want to do is just kind of go over the corner. And this is just going to give the model a little bit more depth. Same thing over here on the side. Same thing here with this stuff. Watch this. Let me get some of it off. Now I might come in here and add some color to this other than the white. Now again, this model doesn't have a lot of detail, so there's not a lot I can do with it, but you can see it's still bringing out whatever there is there. And same thing here in the back. This should come out pretty cool. I'm going to put some detail on these vents. Now they have some detail to them. Now once this gets on the wall, you'll see the detail more. And then we can come around here on the edges. And you can do it really anywhere on here. We can do it on any edge. We can do it here on the gun. Let's do it here. To put some happy strokes. And I think this model now is starting to, I mean, it's still a cheap model. But if I keep going in here and doing this stuff a little bit more, we'll end up getting enough detail that they'll look decent. Again, just little strokes. Alright, so I'm going to continue to work on this and have fun with it. Just really anywhere. So once I finish this, we will meet up at the wall. And we'll put it up there and we'll look at the crack sticker and do some detailing on the wall itself, and then we'll have the finished product. Oh, by the way, this takes 3 AA batteries. Give you a quick preview of that. And this is how it lights up. There's a blue light here in the back. Oh, see, like here's a really good place for dry painting. Let me get a little bit right here and then we'll go ahead and cut the camera so I can finish up. So you see this area here, we got some detail with the black wash. Now we'll come in here and I don't know how well this comes up on the camera. Again, very, very simple to do. Just anywhere you think there should be some highlighted areas, just put it on there. It's your project. And the gun. Sorry, I said I was going to turn off the camera. I just put it on there real quick and now that highlights it more. Alright, so I'm going to get back to work and we will see you on the wall. Alright, so on to the crack sticker. You can see here where I already did a lot of the work. Again, I just used some of the paste. This area I didn't work on. You just put it down anywhere and it'll kind of just stick on there and then you can form it. Now I'll go back and work on this. I'm just trying to show you. Oops. There we go. So as far as the actual crack sticker goes, you want to put it down, and it works well on flat surfaces, but it'll also work on the textured walls. And when you put it down, you'll use like something flat to rub it onto the, got some paint on my finger. Use something flat to adhere it to the wall, and then there's a backing that you pull off, and then they give you 2 little spots where you drill screws, and then you just hang it up. So those are those asteroids that I was talking about, and this is the same spackle that I let dry, and then I textured it with some paint and kind of scratched it up a little bit. Now, it didn't come with screws, and most of the times when I've bought the product, they actually come with mounting screws, so I'm not sure if it was just missing from the box or not. But now, you don't have to do anything to the sticker. I just wanted to make this more three-dimensional. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this part, and then we're going to add a few more asteroids, and then we'll put the Millennium Falcon up onto the wall, and we'll see the final product. Alright, so we're all completed with the 3D Deco Millennium Falcon. Actually, I'm showing you the legacy one that's on my Star Wars wall. This is the one that I modified a few years ago. We added the lighting and you can see the asteroid belt. And then up here is our 3D Deco Death Star. Sorry, BB-8's talking in the background. This is the first one that I modified a few years ago as well. Yes. Hey BB-8, he's all excited. We're going to be talking about this rug in just a second. He's excited because, hey BB-8. He's all excited because we're going to be building him a diorama next week. Isn't that right, BB-8? BB-8, wake up! Nah, I don't know. Anyway, so on to our 3D Deco Millennium Falcon. So you can see we added a few more asteroids. And it has that three-dimensional look to it. And our weathering job. And I think it came out fantastic. Now, you don't have to do all the extra stuff to the wall sticker or the crack sticker. You don't have to do all that, but you know, I always like to go a little extra with a lot of stuff that I do. Give you another angle. So yeah, I'm really happy how it came out. And now onto the rug. Hey BB-8, wake up. We've been talking about you. So this area rug here is a 59 by 79 inch. It's actually quite large. It's polyester fiber. It's not like the other rug that I have, but it has a nice skid, non-skid on the back. And it should do really well even in a high traffic area. BB-8. So I decided to pick this up. You can get it anywhere between like $80 to $100. It's kind of expensive, but I did need something in this room for the floor. And since there was no other reviews on it on YouTube, I decided to go ahead and show it to you. And then I guess if you get enough people to walk on it, I guess that would be weathering if their feet were dirty. And just to show you the other rug, the Death Star one, which is right here. This one's a smaller pile. It's actually almost like a soft, I know I didn't talk about this, but it's kind of a softer, flat material. This one here would definitely get wear if you walked on it a lot. So anyway, there's the video. There's BB-8's head. It fell off. Let me get this for him. Sorry about that, BB-8. He just likes to wander around. Alright, so if you have any questions or comments regarding this video, feel free to leave them down below. Look for his diorama video. Hopefully we'll get that out sometime next week, and then we have all the FETs. So hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend, and we shall talk to you guys later.